It is Friday, January 15, 2021. I am the coach, and this is the Early Edge powered by SportsLine. We are the only daily sports betting podcast that's in your feed every single day, 365, before 11 a.m., and we do it all in 10 minutes or less. Darth is our clock, and I'm telling you what, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good for two reasons. Coming off a 7-2 day for a $100 better that is plus 480. And also, we're expanding the Early Edge brand. We're starting a brand new UFC show under the Early Edge umbrella. So we tell you, put those notifications on lock because you never know when a new show is going to come into your feed. But right now, we got to focus on this show. Let's bring in my cappers right now. Oh, my goodness, and they're looking so good. They're coming off a red-hot day. Look at the man right below me. He's in golf. He's in hockey. He's in the NBA. He's in college. M-squared, Mike McClure, good morning.
Good morning. Looking for another sweep today. I'm going to go 3-0 after 4-0 yesterday. It's coming. I can feel it.
Well, I can feel it too, man. You're starting to get on fire. Starting to head into February the nice way. All right, look who's back. The Zack attack. Zack Cimini. What's up, Zack?
Hey, I'm trying to repeat what happened last Friday. Went 3-0. Let's see if we can do it again.
Boom. And then the man to my left, he's here every single day. We don't give him days off. He is the Maestro, Larry Hartstein. Larry, what's good?
Good morning, Coach. These guys are setting the bar pretty high. I'm going to just try and keep up with them.
Oh, stop it. You're red hot at SportsLine. All right, here we go. First game on the board. We're going straight to the National Basketball Association. We're going to start with the Grizzlies and the T-Wolves. M-squared, kick us off.
We're looking at the Memphis Grizzlies plus 2.5 here. So the big news is obviously going to be centered around Ja Morant, potentially going to make his return. He is listed as questionable in this game. I have him limited in my simulations, and that's putting this game around 1.5. So I'm getting about a point of value in the Sims right now. If I give Morant a little more run in the Sims, they're clearly favored in the spot. I like the way they match up. Jonas down low is a big enough body to give Cat just a little bit of trouble. Brandon Clark there. I like the depth of this Memphis Grizzlies team, especially if Morant plays. I think it's a great matchup for them against the Timberwolves. So give me Memphis plus 2.5.
Yeah, Jonas Valanciunas was great in that last game when they came back and beat the Timberwolves with a big fourth quarter comeback. I like that as well, Mike. I'll take the Dallas Mavericks plus 6. I think I'm gonna fade the Milwaukee Bucks in this spot. Yes, they've won 3 in a row, but I look at the Mavericks. I was watching CBS Sports HQ the other day, and Larry brought up a great point. They were 14-3 against their last opponent, the Charlotte Hornets. They won again, 15-3 now, and I think that success carries over tonight. Look for them to get out to a hot start against the Bucks, and the Bucks play from behind.
I'm going to go to probably the worst game of the day, the Knicks visiting the Cavaliers. I mean, both teams in a major slide. Knicks have lost 4 in a row. Cavs started 3-0. Since then, they've only won once. But you know what? They don't have Sexton. They don't have Garland. And if you look at the way the Knicks finished that game against the Nets, they were getting blown out. They had a big fourth quarter. I think that carries over here. The Cavs also trying to integrate 2 new pieces, which is not good for chemistry. Lay the small number, 2 points with the Knicks.
Yeah, pointing out they're part of that big 4-team trade involving James Harden the other day. Okay, let's move to our NBA prop of the day. Zack, we're going to start with you. What do you like?
Yeah, I like Trae Young plus 140 to get a double-double tonight. Keep in mind, you're really wagering here on Young to eclipse double digits in assists, and they're also well-rested. They've had 4 days off because of a postponement against the Phoenix Suns. And prior to that, against the Philadelphia 76ers, Trae Young only played 25 minutes. So I think he's going to be fresh tonight, and he's going to improve on his average against the Utah Jazz of 27 points and 9 assists.
I love that one, Zach. And I'm going to go out west where the Clippers are visiting the Kings. And Paul George is just on fire, 27.5 points this month, shooting 55% from deep this month against the Kings, who are the 7th worst team at defending the 3. So I'm going to go over 24.5 for Paul George in terms of scoring. And then on the rebounds, Kawhi Leonard, his number's still at 6.5. He's gone under every single game except for one total aberration, 16 rebound game against Utah. Other than that, his last 5, 3, 2, 3, 4, 6. So keep going under 6.5 boards for Kawhi Leonard.
If there's one thing Larry has taught us here at the Early Edge is that when there is a trend, you ride it until the wheels fall off. This is a trend. Also, by the way, right now we are absolutely cruising on sportsline.com and SportsLine app, and we want you to be a part of the family. Come join us. And right now, if you use the promo code EDGE, you're going to get 30 days for free. All the great cappers like these 3, all the great games, but also the simulations for every single game on the board. That's the value that you get at SportsLine. So sign up right now. And I mentioned a brand new sport starting on SportsLine, and that, of course, is hockey. M Squared, you love the boys on the ice. What do you got today?
I do, yeah. So one thing we pointed out the first day we covered hockey is the new formatted schedule this year, where it's basically a series of back-to-backs with the same teams playing in the same building. So I'm looking at the Pittsburgh Penguins against the Flyers. I know the Flyers won the first game. The Penguins outshot them in this spot. My simulations make them 56. They're winning 56% of the time, which means that line should be around minus 127. So you're getting some nice value here. So the reason why I like them is Philadelphia is one of the best teams in terms of faceoffs won, but I'm not projecting them to win a ton of faceoffs against this Penguins team like they did in that first matchup. That should translate into a few more opportunities. Look for them to outshoot them again. I like the Penguins here. I think they win this game.
All right, and again, it's coming up at minus 100. That's a 7 Eastern. Drop the puck later tonight. Okay, for our 3 college plays of the day, we have gone obscure. We have really gone to the outliers today. But guess what? Nobody cares when you're cashing the ticket. M Squared, let's start with you.
I'm going with North Florida. So I know a lot of people that follow me on Twitter and have followed me for a while know that I love this North Florida team. They've covered 5 in a row, I believe, here. And there's someone that just pops in the model all the time, right? So they're getting +7 here. My simulations make it around 3.5. I love them in this spot. They are a very high variance team. Not a lot of defense. They will chuck up a lot of threes. Again, it's a lot like an NBA model. So they're basically going to be a very high variance team at this level, but we love them anytime we're getting plus points here with them. So give me +7 with North Florida.
And I'm going to go back to the Horizon League as I did last Friday, but take Detroit -3 against the Green Bay Phoenix. Detroit, they kind of fall into a recent trend here. They're a team that's been on pause for multiple weeks because of COVID-19. And we saw last night teams that are coming back from their first night back, they are covering lately. Pepperdine did against Gonzaga yesterday. 2 nights ago, Florida State blew out NC State. So I think Detroit continues that tonight. The Green Bay Phoenix, there's value to go against them on their recent 3-game win streak. And Detroit has one of the most prolific scorers in college basketball in Antoine Davis.
Zach, I've also noticed that trend. It's been very striking. The teams coming back from those layoffs related to COVID have been covering at a really high rate. I actually want to get the numbers on that before the next show, but I'm going to look at Siena. They're only 4-0. They've only played 4 games because of COVID, but they've won 14 straight dating to last season. This is an amazing team. They're only laying 6.5 at Ryder. Ryder picked to be the worst in the MAC. Siena's supposed to win the MAC. The key thing is the MAC Player of the Year, Jalen Pickett for Siena, is questionable with the hammy. He sat out last Saturday. They still won by 7 against Fairfield. I think if you wait and he is ruled out today, you're going to get a better number than 6.5. I think it'll come down to 6, maybe even 5.5. This is a deep team. They have 2 guys who haven't even played all season who are about to get their first run tonight. So I'm playing Siena tonight.
If there's a couple of things that we teach you here at the Early Edge and at SportsLine, it's not just about the games that are on TV, because that's what everybody likes to bet. You got to look for the value, and that's what we've given you in these 3 games. Okay, it's that time of the show. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Time for our recap. Here we go. We'll start with M Squared. He loves the Grizzlies, +2.5. On the ice, the Penguins, -100 against the Flyers in North Florida, +7. A lot of fun to watch them. Zack likes Dallas against the Bucks. They're getting 6. Prop bet, Trae Young, double-double. +140, getting plus money there. And then in college, Detroit, -3. And then the Maestro, he likes the Knicks. That line, according to our good friends at William Hill, has come down to 2. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, over 24.5 for Paul George, under 6.5 rebounds for Kawhi. And then in college basketball, Siena giving 6.5 points. Okay, you've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For the Zack Attack, for M Squared, for the Maestro, for the Jeweler, I am the coach. This is the only place. And don't forget, brand new UFC show later today in your feeds. We've got you covered on the Early Edge. Good luck.